Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to give you a flip through of my B6 Stalogy that has worked for me greatly since October of 2022. Okay. I have filmed this flip through maybe 3 times already. This is the 4th time that I'm going to do it, but I just feel that I'm still changing things for 2023. I'm not ready, guys. I did this and I set up my 2023, my B6, but I already have a new planner. Can I show? Let me show you. Well, yeah, let me show you. So I had, and this is the problem, right? Let me show you. I have this for my work planner. This is my bullet journal. I love my bullet journal. I do a lot here. I always have to have a pretty notebook, and it makes me happy whenever I open my book, right? But pretty tabs. I'm very colorful when it comes to my setups and my planners, because I need a pretty site for me to plan. If I don't like my planner, I'm not gonna plan. So I have to have a pretty notebook, right? So I take this with me to work, and I love my bullet journals. The only thing is, after so many of them, I found out I don't like that yellow tone on my bullet journals. I don't like the pages being, look at the difference. This is a white piece of paper, and this is my, well, I still have some paper. This is my work planner, so let me show you. Do you see? As much as I love the size, what I do, how I use it, I just hate the yellow tone. So when I came across the Stalogy paper, not only it allows me to do more things, but it's not as yellow. And that is why I switched to the Stalogy B6. And B6 because I love me the size. Don't get me wrong, I like this size as well. But I think there's something about this B6 size that I really like a lot. Now, I do have a whole lot of covers, B6 covers, that I've purchased throughout the years. I love me this one here. I stopped using it because look, it started to bubble up, and this bothered me so much. Look at that. So I stopped using it. It's pretty, but because it's bubbling up, look, I don't like it anymore. So it just sits there looking pretty. So when I had this planner and I said, oh my god, I'm really using it and I'm filling up quickly, let me just get an extra planner just in case I run out of pages, and just in case when I need another planner, it's not available. That's when this one came on, right? This was only 160 whatever pages, and I said, okay, but I love me some pastel pretty colors. And instead of having a black one, I saw this one and I said, okay, I think I like this one better, and I went and got it. But then I found this one. It's 365 pages. It is the same size as my beloved bullet journal with wider pages. And I'm like, great. So I got this planner that I have loved and enjoyed. I bought this one here. Oh, wait a minute. And prior to this, I thought, before I got all these, I said, okay, I've never tried Stalogy. Let me get me a little one, try it out, see if I like it. And I ended up with this one. I started decorating it. I got it a cover. I did this awesome cover inside the cover to make it look pretty, because again, it's black But I said, let me just try the pages. Let me see. Can I try it? I thought this was gonna fit my beloved cover that I've had for a while, but it doesn't. This is a passport size, this is an A6, and it doesn't fit. So I was like, dang, man. Now what? So this pretty thing, I started decorating. Look how cute. I put all this awesomeness. I got it a cover, but now it's just sitting there doing nothing because I figured, well, I use my B6 more. So here we are. This one is perfect. It fits my beloved, what is this? Apple pig leather cover. I love me this cover, guys. Look at this. So much. Not only this is a nice leather. Look how gorgeous that looks. It's beautiful. I have this one here. I just love it. And I had set it up a while back thinking, okay, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna be able to use it all the time. I never decorate the pockets too much, only because it's already bulky enough. I don't want to have to bulk it up even more. So more than likely, if it's not flat, it's not going in the pockets. So I've played with different cuteness, but this things are really functional. I just, oh my god. But oh, look what I have here still. This is from the Sugar Gal Planners Conference. Here you go. If you haven't, please check that page out. It's so much fun. This is from last year's, but the new one for 2023 is in November. So don't ask me why I still have this here, but I do. I have some page flags in here, and that's about it. In the back cover, I hardly ever have anything either. I have some cards, and I just mainly just use them to cut my washi, and that's it. And my pen. At the beginning, when I first started setting up this planner here, I just made it notebooks. And I made covers for the notebooks, and I just left them like that because I never used it. So this nice, well, black inserts are like a thing now, but this has been here for years, guys. I tell you, probably, I don't know, 4 years? Yeah, I suck. So I put pockets in there. I tried washi that I thought would look great in the black paper, and they do look amazing, but I just didn't. I didn't continue. I just started and I just never used it. Partly because I just never wanted to use my cover. I didn't want this to be messed up. I didn't want it to get damaged. I didn't want this to get damaged. So I never used it. How dumb is that, right? So I got this insert. And I said, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Boom, I never used it. I made it a folder. What is this here? Oh, it was just a cover for another insert that I never finalized. But here you go. And this is my sticker folder that I made it. I do keep some of my stickers on here with the ones that I use most, and some tabs, and I just keep them here. I still use this, but now here we are. This is my beloved B6 Stalogy that I have used consistently since October of 2022. Let me just take it out of here and let me show you what I've done with it. So I am a fan of pretty notebooks, so every time I want to change the cover, I change my cover. I put paper from my paper pad. Oh, by the way, talking about papers, oh guys, I'm such a mess. Look what I got me. And this is why I'm making this video, because I said before I change it up, let me just show you what I went and found this paper. Look how pretty. How cute is this paper? Look how pretty. Is this double-sided? I don't even care. And look, one for Valentine's Day. How pretty. So this is my problem. I see pretty paper then I get the pretty paper. And because it's super inexpensive, I just paid 69 cents for this. Okay, super inexpensive, I get it. And then I said, oh my god, this is gonna go into, and look at this nice little vellum. Can you see the shine? It's like a very subtle. But you know, this is $1. So I just go to the store and I picture things in my head, and I said, oh my god, this is gonna look so pretty. And this is how I end up doing this. This is just from a paper pad that I had, and I just literally just ripped up a piece of paper and I put it on there, and it looks pretty. I do the same with the inside of my planner. This was the first mistake I made. This is the front. And I chose the pumpkins and I left it that way because I started in the fall. So I figured, why not? I put paper and then I put this shiny, beautiful overlay that I put on everything. I love it. Then I did this and it was backwards. I was like, whoopsie. But I don't care. I have discovered it has some pockets in there. I use these things a lot, so I just put them on there. I've always loved me this little vinyl that I laminated. It says do not touch my planner. I love it. And in the front I just have like things. I always keep a card here to cut the washi. I had this for, it's backwards because, by the way, I turned this cover around, so the front of it is in the back and backwards. But I don't want to see this, so I just did this. And I forgot, well, the pockets, they're one directional, so I just left them that way. But anyways, I love me this nice die cut. Look how cute. That little glitter overlay, I love it. So I'm right here, and it just lives right here. Now, when I started my bullet journal, my Stalogy, which by the way, I just kind of use it like my bullet journal. I said, okay, I'm gonna finish my notebook. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna. But you know, us planner girls were like, okay, we see the next shiny thing, and we want to try it. But anything that works for me has my vote. This works, it has my vote. So here we go. So I have this here, and I set it up with the intention of finishing my notebook. I may or may not finish it. Only because I'm already eager to set this one up. And this is an A5. So everything I got for the B6 is not gonna fit in my B5. Whatever, in my A5. So I went and got me some stickers from one of my favorite shops. This is from Micah, my Blue Sky Designs. She has amazing, amazing stickers. She prints them out in clear paper. You can write, it doesn't smear. I love it. And I'm able to plan ahead in my planner. This is how I use those little circles that you saw at the beginning of my planner. So if I have a special, well, right here I have a little key. This is for days off. It's my son, and if I need to ask for days off, then I just highlight it. That's for that. We have a year in pixels. I tried doing it here, but it didn't work, because I'm going to show you how I used my, you know what, let's just start the flip through. So I like to always have it decorated with a pretty paper in the front. And I found this is my year at a glance. I always like to have, I want to plan ahead and I want to see what's coming up. And this is how I use those little circles that I showed you at the beginning. This vellum, it's so cute. And I layered this over my October page, and it looks so pretty. So that's the first thing I see when I open my, well, actually this is the first thing I see and I love it, and this is the second thing I see and I still love it. So this is my October page. I got these vinyls, and I overlaid Micah's hello whatever month. I have all of these, so you'll see this everywhere in my planner. So pretty. So first mistake I made, I thought I wanted to have like an overview of my forward planning, but find out I use my phone as my forward planning. I do things. If I have my notebook with me, I always flip through these pages so that I don't forget my goal, and it comes very useful when I do this. I do some inspirational quotes and everything. Now I was trying to play with the setup that I thought was gonna work for me. So I had a goals page for 2022, and by the way, I reached all my goals for 2022. And then I put my daily habit trackers page here. It worked, but I just felt, it was very all over the place. I was eager to come in and play in the planner, and I just started putting stickers on or whatever. And I said, okay, fine. Then I had another calendar here. And this is how I used to do things in my bullet journal. I always had a calendar for work and for home. And I always set it up this way because I wanted to see everything on one page. Then I came across this insert, and this was pretty nice because what I started doing, I did my schedule here, I did my son's school schedule here, and then I forward planned here. That was fine. But then what happened was, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calendars. That's a lot. But again, I was playing, and I didn't know the flow of my planner, and this is how I find the flow of my planner. I play with the planner, I play with different setups, and then I find my flow. So this is what happened here. So I have this nice little post. I love this, so I didn't want to waste it, and I just glued it on there. And then I come to yet another calendar and a master to-do list that's almost in the same vein. So I had this circular planner that I love, by the way, because at a glance I could see my month. But again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 6 calendars. And this is only the beginning of October. And then I have a mood calendar, and I found this is so good for me. I call this a sticker per day calendar. So I will put a sticker on how I felt on that day. If I'm okay, if I love my day, I was just, whatever it is. And this has been a staple now in my monthly setups. I love it. So then I transitioned into my favorite setup for my weeks. I love me this setup, and I learned this from Micah. Micah has been a very influential part of my planning system when it comes to bullet journals and Stalogies. Now, the way she does her planning, it's more and more sophisticated than this way that I do this, but I used what she has and I made it into something that works for me. I found this is what I started with, and then it transitioned into a simpler way of me planning. So I will use my stickers and pretty washi. For October, I had a washi tape page and my post-its. I usually have a lot of post-its around, and I usually dedicate like one page to have all my post-its, because if I'm in a rush and I need to write something, this is what I do. So I go to that page and I do that. I should have it like in the front somewhere, but I don't. I like to have it in the. Then I tried playing with another setup, and this was very dear to me when I was doing my bullet journaling. This is a Dutch door kind of setup, and I love it. I have the goals for the weeks always on top, and whatever tracker is on top, and then one space per day. I love it. I left it. I do some kind. I don't know. I just use my planner a lot, and I write a lot. Then I go back to my setting that I had prior, because it works for me. And as the weeks go by, things get a little simpler, and it just works. Some weeks, you know, it's very busy for me, some weeks are not. Then I decided, okay, I have all these stickers that I haven't used in years. If I tell you that I've hoarded this sticker set for maybe 6 years, or maybe less, not 6 years, but maybe like 4 years. My God, right? So I finally said, that's it, I'm gonna use it. And then I started using it, and that's why I set it up this way. But I didn't love it so much because just like I just feel that I was cramping everything into little pages, which is why I don't use the other type of planners anymore. Because I'm like, okay, I want to be free. I want to tell my planner, like I want to do whatever I want. Basically, it just comes down to that. So then this is a page that I did for my Halloween costume that I love so much. I printed some pictures. Obviously, this is not the best paper because I could see the pixels not being together, but this was so pretty. I made a page. Oh my God, this is another page for the planner conference that I went to. I loved it, and of course I had to give it a page. The thumbnail that I used for my video for that. Oh my gosh, Shayna, she's so cute. I love her. And then we go to November. Same setup. Same sticker. A nice vellum. And I go right into the month. Now, because I learned that I don't want to have 6 different calendars, I said, let me just use the printable. And that's all I did. I have my November. This is my calendar. This is my son's school calendar. And this is my pre-planning. My die cut, so lovely. I just put it on here with washi tape because I am not ready to commit, and I am glad that I did it this way because I already want to remove it and put it somewhere else. And then I have my version of this master to-do list in this format. So I kept track of things. I use some of the highlights for my month over here. And I go to my daily habit tracker. This is a printable from Micah's as well. So I didn't keep up with it. Did I? Oh, I did. I did some things, you know, I wasn't very consistent, but I kept up with it. These are eye-opening tools, by the way. I have learned a lot about myself just by doing my habit tracking. Whatever. So here we are. I made another attempt to use a different setup for my weeks, and yet another Dutch door with my stickers, because I want to use my stickers that have been in my stash for years. Time to use them, but this is how I try to use them. And I made a Dutch door. How pretty, for the entire month. So I fitted a whole month in 4 pages, right? But why? If I could use 1 page per month, right? So I just cramped everything here. I love the look of it. If I didn't use the space, it gets used for stickers. Sometimes I just write a lot. This is my Thanksgiving week. I love it. And this here, and my sleeping tracker. Oh my God, look at this. Some days I sleep 6 to 7 hours. Most days I don't. Oh my God, look, I only slept 3 hours. I don't know. The busier that I got, I guess, whatever. Then this is my sticker per day calendar that I love and continued to use. And that was it for the month of November. Only 4 pages. Then I go to December. And this space was meant for me to do like my memories for December, and I didn't finish. But it was supposed to have a piece of paper on here with my favorite memories for December. But in December, there goes my Hello December from Micah. And this I got from Michael's. It just came in a sticker pack. Then I said, wait a minute, I have all this space in this planner, why not use it? And in my head I said, okay, every day in December I am going to have a day per page plan in my planner. I was going to use 1 page per day in this planner. So that was the plan when I first started planning here. Same thing, I have my main calendar using my stickers that I've been hoarding forever, my sons, and different things that I have to get done in the month. and my forward planning with my post-its right here, right? I forgot to print my tracker, and I meant to start it here, but it didn't work because I put this on here first and I could only do 1 through 25. The month had 30 days, so just because I made that mistake, I just didn't want to use the page, and it stayed that way. So I put a pretty vellum on there, and I use this page to put what I did for the holiday season. Now, how cute is this setup? This is the whole week in my planner. And again, I like the Dutch door thought in my planners, and that's why I keep doing it. But look how pretty this is. Of course, I hoarded this for years, and I said enough, I have to use it, and I went ahead and I did it, and I love it, right? So pretty. So I cramped a whole week in this little space, only because I wanted to use my stickers, and here we are. Then I had a gratitude page. I didn't finish it. Then I went back to my beloved weekly setup. I find myself going back to the same setup because this just works for me. I have my tracker. I had my moment, my awesome moment for that week. I put it in here. I usually try, but I often forget. Some bills are due on the month, and what I'm waiting on, and my to-do lists that I cannot forget for this week. And then I go on by my day. I put my plans for the day, my meals, things to do at home, the gym plan, the weather, my son's box, and something fun that I do for myself. Because I have to keep my sanity, so I have to have something fun to do for myself. Now, this space right here, I started, I used to have it in like a 24-hour, hold on, wait. I wanted to give it like a 24-hour use of my time kind of setup, but it's like, that doesn't work for me. I kind of do the same thing every day because my work right now is very consistent, right? So I didn't need that. So what I did, I just put like the one important thing to do on that day. And that it was meant for that. Then I went by my weeks, and as we got busier during the month, I just kept going and not necessarily going back to my planner to check things off. I had a wish list that I created, and I had some sweet Christmas memories that I've had in the past, in the years, right? My mood calendar, oh my god, I love it. And then some pages are like completely odd and I just, you know, just write it down. I write things down as I go. So when I pre-plan, I can't do this because I set up my days and then I can't go back. I have to somehow put a signal to go and check another page because I just set it up beforehand and didn't leave space for me to plan. So whatever. My sleep tracker, like mid-December was pretty consistent. Only 5 hours of sleep. Oh god, that's never healthy, by the way. So again, my awesome moment for the week, I never went back to do. And I continued my setup. I loved it. I loved the look of it. I loved that I could just write things down and it's like, oh my god, I just forget. But if I write it down, I never forget it. I don't care that I have a phone and reminders on my phone. They're great, but it's okay. I want to be able to come to my planner and see what I did. Same setup for the week. I love it. The colors here, I try to match it with my washi, and this washi I love so much, and I waited for it so much, but I love it. Same setup, and then I have some pictures again, printed on the same paper. I don't think I want to use it again because it looks very blotchy. I don't like it. But this is my December, and I forgot to finish my sleep tracker here. I just got so busy, guys, and sometimes I'll come home and just crash. I try to do my journaling part of my planning at bedtime. When I'm in my bed, I keep this next to my bed or on my bed and I update. Well, that's what I did. And that was the end of the year. And now I go to my new year. From the get-go, my planner already has a new flow, right? Because there were a lot of things that I did for 2022 that I was like, enough is enough. That's it. I can't anymore. So I gave it a different flow. I like this vellum, but with this vellum, look what I did. So pretty. I foiled it. Can you see it? Look. And I put some gold foil on it. You know, New Year's, whatever. So pretty, right? And I have this quote that I've had for years in my bullet journal. And it is from T.S. Eliot. I have no idea who T.S. Eliot is, but it says, "For last year's words belong to last year's language, and next year's words await another voice." Right? So different. So I've always liked it, and this is my reminder that I need to stop letting people take advantage of me and my goodness. Which is why my new word for the year is no. I think it could have been hell no, but for now it's only no. I have to learn how to say no. I have a hard time. But I'm finding out people just take advantage of that, and I'm done with it. So I wrote a little, then I do, oh my god, so pretty. I did the same thing for January. Look how pretty. If you were in my stories, I showed you already how I did this. Look how cute this is. Oh my god, I love me some color. It's very subtle, right? It's not like a whole lot, but when you do this, you see, oh, got it. It's so cute. I love it. And these are some of the ways that, some of the things I have to say no to. Say no to people who have a hard time being happy for you and yours. Say no to all your fake friends. I need to learn how to say no. So hopefully, 2023, I will practice my word of the year more often. Okay, and let's do that very cutely with a cute planner. This is my Hello January setup. I just put this huge flakes in here. And my sticker from Micah, of course. And these are my goals for the next 4 months in 2023. I went ahead and I printed out these little calendars, and I just set up the page so that I always go. I already did some of them. So this helps me keep track of my time and my goals. I need to set goals, and I didn't want to do like the whole year, so I'm gonna do it like, I wanted to do it like every 3 months, but it just looked pretty having 4 months. It looks even and it works for me, so we're gonna do it every 4 months. So I did this. Let's see how that works. And I went back to my tracking and my one calendar for myself, for my son, things to do, and future planning. This is my memories for January. How pretty. I wanted to use my sticker, so here we are with my mood calendar. And I hated my setup. I had the bright idea to not only do it for the first week, I did it for this week, and then I woke up and I said, oh my god, I just messed up my planner again. I limited myself. I have made a mistake again. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I limit my planning and journaling when I have all the space in the world? So right now I'm just hating it right now. Okay, this is my week. I was like, oh my god, I feel that I'm just cramping everything in my planner again, and I don't like it. So I wanted to use my stickers, and here we are. And I just set it up. Some of the pages, I put the stickers on here because I just have been hoarding the stickers forever. Enough is enough. So here we are. I have a lot to go, but again, I'm contemplating if I could just set up a new planner to get going. I don't know. I have my finances also. The back of my planner is mostly trackers and like things that I do, like pest testings. Like I do a lot of this stuff in the back of my planner. It's like the messy part of my planner, but not so messy. I have some of my clean routines and my stickers for Mike. Keep going. I have a thing for my puppies in here, like things when I gave them a haircut last, when they groomed. Just things, you know, how cute, right? Very much more pen testing, things to check out. I just started this yesterday because this was empty and I said no empty pages, I'm gonna use them. These are the click art retractable marker pens, and they kind of shadow a little. This one kind of bleeded through and I was like, ugh. Okay. Some empty pages still. I have a page that was meant to have a collection of all my tracking anything, but I do the tracking in my monthly calendars. Budget planning. I'm a little weird about sharing those details, and I'm not, so we're gonna leave it like that. But I usually, just the gist of it, I have an October page. If I have a picture of what it looks like when it's not set up, I'm gonna share it. But this is my October page. November, December doesn't have one, and then January. I have a setup that I found works great for me, and I'm keeping up with it, and it's working for now, but I have a lot to go through still, so we will see. I hate it when I get to this point. Do I keep going? Do I change it up? Do I add another planner? This is almost finished. What do I do? For now, I'm gonna stay here. I am going to continue using it until I don't want to use it anymore. I like it. I like my B6. I like the Stalogy. I like that I could do a lot. I am finding out a lot about my planning and what I like. I loved my past planners because they taught me a lot about my planning system and, you know, what I like, what I enjoy. But we have different phases, you know, we move. And as we grow and as our schedules change, so do our planners. That's where I'm at. Okay, so I am gonna cut this video here right now, and if you have any comments, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back in my next video. Bye!